After studying this module, you shall be able to understand the concept of marketing orientation, identify the various stages involved in evolution of marketing orientation, learn about the pillars of marketing orientation, and know the benefits of doing marketing orientation. Traditionally, the objective of marketing was to make the goods available at places where they were needed. The emphasis then shifted from exchange to satisfaction of human wants. The scope of marketing was enlarged due to the technological progress and the multiplication of human needs and wants. In this process, traditional ideas on marketing were replaced by modern concepts. Each stage in the evolution of marketing has been explained in this module. It was held true in the 1950s when capitalism had created a growing number of affluent and middle class people. During this stage, organizations believed that customers are in favor of those products that are available widely and not much costly. They focused on production efficiency by having a favorable input output ratio that could be achieved through economies of scale, which are the cost advantages that an organization obtains due to expansion and mass distribution. The production orientation was based on Say's law, which states that production of commodities creates and is the one and universal cause which creates a market for the commodities produced. The main attributes of this orientation are: number 1, it is company focused. Number 2, it lays stress on mass production and mass distribution. Number 3, the objective is to attain economies of scale. Number 4, it is based on the concept supply creates its own demand. And number 5, it ignores the needs and wants of customers. Let us study product orientation now. The organizations employing product orientation are chiefly concerned with quality of products. They assume that consumers prefer high quality products. Emphasis is laid on making superior products and then improving them over time. The organization stresses on research and development, innovation, and performance of the product. Continuous evolution during the life cycle of the product to maintain the attention of potential customers is the main focus of such organizations. Organizations following this orientation lay inadequate consciousness to what customers really need and want. The main attributes of this orientation are: it is product focused. Number 2, it assumes that consumers are interested in product quality. Number 3, it is based on the belief that consumers choose amongst different products on the basis of best quality for the price paid. The organizations that employ sales orientation focus on the selling and promotion of a specified product. The selling orientation holds that if customers are not oriented properly, they will not buy enough of an organization's product. Thus, it becomes important for organizations to undertake an aggressive selling and promotion effort. It can be elaborated in the words of Sergio Zyman, the former VP of the marketing, who said that purpose of marketing is to sell more stuff to more people, more often, for more money in order to make more profits. The orientation is practiced most aggressively by organizations that have overcapacity or deal in unsought goods, such as goods that consumers do not think of buying, such as encyclopedias and insurance policies, etc. The aim of these organizations is to sell what they have made rather than make what the target market wants. The main features of this orientation are: number 1, it is company focused. Number 2, it lays prominence on sales volume. Number 3, it is based on the belief that if customers are left alone, they do not buy enough of organization's product. Number 4, it lays stress on aggressive selling tactics. And lastly, it is used when organizations have overcapacity or they sell unsought goods. Let us have a look at what marketing orientation is. Marketing orientation is a consumer-centered orientation that is based on sense and respond philosophy. The aim of organizations following this orientation is to find right products for their right customers rather than right customers for their products. It is a coordinated campaign between a company and its customers wherein the company tailors the product to meet the needs of the customers. The organizations believe that organizational goals can be achieved by being more efficacious than the rivals in consolidating and coordinating their marketing activities in ascertaining and satisfying the needs and wants of the target market. The main attributes of this orientation are: number 1, it is consumer oriented. Number 2, prominence is on attracting and maintaining customers by offering them those products that satisfy their needs and meets wants. Number 3, it integrates all marketing activities in identifying and satisfying the needs of the customers. And lastly, the prominence is on selling satisfaction and not merely selling goods. Let us now understand the meaning of holistic marketing orientation. The organizations following holistic marketing orientation look at marketing as a complex activity and recognize that everything matters in marketing and that a broad consolidated perspective is essential in developing, designing, and implementing marketing programs and activities. There are following components that characterize holistic marketing orientation into relationship marketing, internal marketing, integrated marketing, and socially responsive marketing. Let us now understand what relationship marketing means. It is the goal of relationship to build mutually satisfying long-term rapport with key stakeholders to earn and perpetuate business. The key stakeholders comprise of customers, employees, marketing partners such as suppliers, distributors, dealers, etc., and members of the financial community such as shareholders analysts, investors, etc. In order to create sound rapport with each of the stakeholders, businesses need to understand their needs, goals, and desires as well as their resources and capabilities. Let us now understand what integrated marketing means. It is an approach of brand communication where different elements of the marketing mix work together to provide seamless experience to the customers. The brand communication is presented with similar tone and style so as to reinforce the brand's core message. Let us now know the meaning of socially responsive marketing. Socially responsive marketing states that the effect of marketing extends beyond the organization and the customers to the society as a whole. Organization should take the present as well as the long-term best interests of the society in consideration while formulating their marketing strategy. The organization's job is to ascertain the needs, wants, and interests of target market and furnish the intended satisfaction more efficaciously and efficiently than the rivals in a way that consumers as well as society's long-term well-being is enhanced. Firms such as Hewlett Packard, McDonald's, and Body Shop are using these concepts to distinguish themselves from rivals. They build consumer preferences and profit gains. The main characteristic of holistic marketing are: number 1, in marketing everything matters. Number 2, it lays importance on long-term mutually satisfying rapport with all stakeholders. Number 3, employees at all levels in the organizations should aim to satisfy the customers. Number 4, all the marketing mix elements should reinforce the brand's core message. And lastly, due consideration should be given to society's long-term interest. Marketing concept. In today's marketplace, organizations can be successful only when they understand their customers' requirements best and make sure that their expectations are met. This approach of doing business is known as marketing orientation. It is a business philosophy in which the business revolves around the customers. Emphasis is laid on determining the requirement of the potential customers and supplying them those goods that can meet their requirements. Creation of customers and satisfying their wants is considered to be the justification of business. The organization creates a product as per the needs of the customers rather than according to the availability of machinery and material and technical know-how. In short, customer is the fulcrum around which the business revolves. Philip Kotler has defined marketing orientation as a management orientation that holds that the key task of the organization is to determine the needs, wants, and values of a target market and to adopt the organization to delivering the desired satisfaction more efficiently and more effectively than its counterparts or competitors. Let us now know on what pillars the marketing orientation rests. There are 3 pillars on which marketing orientation is based. Number 1, customer focus. A business organization should take its direction from the customers. In this era, businesses cannot survive if they ignore the wants and expectations of the customers. The customer is supreme and he or she determines the product that the organization shall produce. A regular and systematic marketing research program is needed to keep a beam with the market. Second, profitability. The ultimate aim of marketing orientation is to help the organization achieve profitability through satisfaction of the customers. In the scenario of private firms, the major objective is long run profitability. For non profit organizations, the goal is to survive and attract sufficient funds to perform useful work. Organizations should not aim at profit as its only objective, but it should be a consequence of creating superior customer value. Number 3, integrated marketing. Marketing orientation requires internal consistency within the organization. When all the departments of the organization work together to serve the customer interest, the result is coordinated marketing or integrated marketing. Integrated marketing works at two levels. The first level is the marketing department. All the subdivisions of the marketing department, such as brand development, marketing research, sales, advertising, new product development, etc., should work together. Many times, the sales department feels that product development manager sets the prices or quotas too high, or the advertising manager and the brand manager may not agree on the same advertising campaign. All these marketing functions need to be coordinated with focus on the customer. In the second level, marketing must be a part of the other departments such as finance, human resources, operations, etc. All these departments must also focus on customers. This involves making use of internal marketing as well as external marketing. External marketing is applied towards the people that lie outside the scope of an organization, whereas internal marketing involves the task of hiring, training, and motivating employees. Marketing orientation necessitates internal marketing to be aligned to external marketing, and the staff should be ready enough to provide excellent service to the customers. Let us now understand the benefits of marketing orientation. Adoption of marketing orientation leads to following benefits. It allows organizations to direct their activities towards broader and long range objectives like sustained interaction with the customers and stability and growth of business. It leads to integrated and coordinated marketing. It focuses on the needs and wants of the customers rather than product, increases the acceptability of the product and reduces the chances of the organization becoming a sick unit. The organization can respond effectively to changes in the business environment.